Hello, and welcome to 9.9 Comics with Chris and Kyle. I am Kyle, and Chris is not with us today, unfortunately. He has the pneumonia, aka pneumonia, and he cannot process oxygen, so he cannot breathe. It's only me today. We are going to start out with Dynamite, and all these comics come out January 10th, by the way, just letting you guys know. We're starting out with Dynamite, and we have Barbarella number 2 coming out. Don't really have to go too far into that. But then another thing that I'm interested in, even though I haven't really seen the show yet, I'm not really a Battlestar nerd, but Battlestar Galactica versus Battlestar Galactica, which is the old series versus the new series. The cover is 2 Cylons staring at each other. Old school, new school. Pretty interested in that. And then we have Dejah Thoris number 0. Dejah Thoris is the untold story of the Red Martian princess. After learning of the legendary gardens of Mars from her grandfather, Dejah Thoris, Princess of Helium, sets off on a dangerous scientific expedition to save her dying planet. But things don't go the way she planned when she encounters a mysterious green Martian prisoner, a prequel to Edgar Rice Burroughs' beloved book, A Princess of Mars. Sounds a lot like something like a Superman, Martian Manhunter story for some reason. I'm getting reminiscences of that. And then, that actually has a special 25-cent issue. A lot of these Dynamite number 0s do. And then there's going to be a 1 in number 25 variant, a 1 in 50 variant, and a 1 in 100. But that's it for Dynamite. Moving next, we have DC. Starting out with DC, we have Harley Quinn, Be Careful What You Wish For, number 1. And this is special. It's kind of a landmark in comics. Where this is the first comic based off of a subscription package like Loot Crate or things like that, where you or Dollar Shave Club, where you subscribe and they send you a box every month containing everything that you paid for. But there's going to be a special Harley Quinn that's coming out based on Loot Crate. So look out for that. It's a number 1. I mean, come on. And it's actually going to have 18 additional pages. So what's that? That's like a 40-page comic, guys. Then next we have Deadman number 3, which is currently being done by the legendary Neil Adams. I mean, he's really big. He's really popular for doing Batman back in the day and X-Men. I actually just listened to a Fat Man on Batman podcast today about him. He's been through a lot. Like there's some crazy stuff in the industry that man's been through. And then we have Supergirl number 17. These Supergirls we always want to talk about because of the Stanley Lau variants. Stanley Lau is an amazing artist. He just mixes, the way he mixes realism, anime, and Western style cartoon drawing all in one. It's just beautiful. I wish I meant to bring 2 of my own personal Stanley Laus today, but I forgot them. But that's it for DC. Then we have IDW, where we have Sword of Ages number 2. Sword of Ages number 1 did really well, guys. Flew off the shelves. So, of course, you want the number 2 in the series. If you picked up the number 1, good for you. If you haven't, try finding it. Maybe, unfortunately, for a higher price. But that's why you watch these videos, so you don't get bumped up on that price in the end. And then next, we have Boom, with their release of Judas number 2. Judas number 1 rocked the charts. But unfortunately, I didn't get a hold of mine. I thought I got a hold of one, but I keep track of so many comics that sometimes I think I buy them when I really don't, when I just saw it. I mean, I only see it 1,000 times before it actually comes out. But that's it. Boom. Moving on to Marvel, we have a Keystone issue coming out. Old Man Hawkeye, number 1. Superheroes have fallen. The country has been divided into territories controlled by supervillains. Among the Wastelands lives Clint Barton, one of the few Avengers to survive. But it's been 45 years and he's no Avenger. Trying to eke out a living any way he can, the former Hawkeye is confronted with a startling discovery. The sharpshooter is going blind. With time running short, Clint realizes there's one last thing he wants to see. Revenge for his fallen comrades in arms. Revenge for his fallen comrades in arms. Rising star writer Ethan Sachs and superstar artist Marco Cecchetto take you back to the wastelands and a story set 5 years before the original classic Old Man Logan. With that said, that sounds really interesting. I mean, having to have a normal storyline go on while the main character is going blind actually interests me. It's something that actually it's a very personable subject, so it can really cut. That's the kind of subject matter that DC messes with, and you know me. But I'm really interested in this run. And then we have Phoenix Resurrection number 3. This is a weekly run. We're going to talk about it basically almost every episode until we get tired of doing it. But here we've got a special Incredible Hulk Phoenix Resurrection variant to memorialize the Avengers, and of course the Phoenix Resurrection number 1, which actually did really well. And the lenticulars for it are actually, this is the first time and probably the only time you'll hear me saying this, but the lenticular is really nice. For a Marvel lenticular, it actually works. They don't do too much with it. It's like there's barely any movement happening, but it's the depth. It's almost like you could reach into the comic. Again, one that I meant to bring and forgot. But that's it for Marvel. Then we have Image, where we have Rose number 7. Rose has been on a hiatus, and usually, for some reason, all the good books have been going on hiatus. But Rose number 7 is coming out, and here, enjoy this. The Spawn Rose that I found in my box. I still haven't bought. I still need to buy. Slacker. But then we have Coyotes number 3, which Coyotes again is one of those ones that have been talking about since the first issue, and did really well. Paradiso number 2, and then of course Witchblade number 2 did fairly well. A lot of the ones we've been picking up since the first issue. If you've been watching with us, hopefully you've been picking up the issues when we tell you to. I mean, why else would you I mean, at least 80 average viewers be watching us. Then moving into Aftershock, we have Pestilence number 6. Again, we told you to buy Pestilence number 1. We told you to buy Pestilence number 2, most likely. And now Pestilence number 6, doing very well again with all the other ones that I mentioned. Which leaves us to the 9.9 no-brainer! It sucks not having Chris here because I can't scream in his face. Well, ever since I got the new mic, I can't do much screaming because it kind of messes up all the levels. But we have Avengers number 675. Avengers is going through a major thing right now where a superhero you haven't seen in a long time is returning. And in fact, I'm actually looking at him right now. You can't see it, but I'm looking at him right now. No spoilers. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. And I know it sucks that Chris can't be here, or you prefer that it just being me. And if so, let me know. And I'll tell Chris, hey man, I'm sorry, but everyone hates you. So just bye. Which I'm kidding. We love you, Chris. Hope you get better with your pneumonia. And yes, good reading, guys. And in the spirit of Chris, good night.